Hey everyone, how's it going? It is either way Randy Chavez coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. So, and become a member. There's lots of perks. Also, Steve Cannon photo back there. 1 of 3. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, we've got a bit to go over today, so we'll start with the OMI. OMI is actually up 0.5% on the day, despite only having 675,000 in volume. Again, I'm really not liking the fact that it looks like a penny stock, and if you have $10,000, you'll up the price by a couple percent just from that. So according to the rest of the day, it was actually not too bad of a day over on the. It seemed like everything was up. Bitcoin up 1%, ETH up 0.5%, BNB up almost 0.5%. So everything in the top 10 was up. Everything that could be up, obviously stable coins just remain stable. In the top 20, pretty much the same thing, except for Tron is the only thing that is down 0.2%, and Leo token that is down 0.3%. Everything else is up, albeit a relatively small amount, but that's just what we have. Before I get into the Veve news and stuff going on Twitter and public sentiment, we do have a little bit of news from EY.com, which is Building a Better Working World, saying that, hey, David Yu is a finalist in the EY Entrepreneur of the Year 2023 for New Zealand. David Yu's Veve app has introduced a groundbreaking concept by creating a platform where users can collect and trade digital collectibles, opening up new possibilities for collectors worldwide. Through Veve, individuals can own and showcase their favorite characters, artworks, and memorabilia from popular franchises over the past 2 years. Over the past 2 years, Veve has established itself as a market leader in the digital collectibles field with its informative platform and strong user base. The app is used by collectors worldwide, with 35% of its users in the US and 40% of it in the UK and Europe. For those that cannot math really quickly, 3/4 of their entire fan base is just in these 3 areas: US, UK, and Europe. And there's a lot of untapped revenue in that in those particular areas. So it goes on to say, now Veve is turning its attention to untapped markets such as China and Japan. Can't freaking wait. How dare they leave South Korea out of there? By expanding into a global market, Veve has created a community of collectors that transcends geographical boundaries and connects people through shared fandom. The global community of Veve collectors fosters a sense of belonging and camaraderie among its enthusiasts. By connecting with like-minded individuals, collectors can share their passions for their favorite franchises. Veve is also paving the way for sustainable industry practices, leveraging sustainable solutions, adopting eco-friendly practices, and using alternative technology to achieve carbon neutrality. Back in 2017, when David ventured into the we're learning today. When David ventured into the digital collectibles industry, he faced substantial risks. The sector was emerging, and there was no established market or clear demand for these types of products that he was creating. However, David was backed with 25 years of experience in the games and collectibles world, and demonstrated the courage and risk-taking of an entrepreneur to launch a product he believed in. Now, he's showing the same entrepreneurism and leadership with the forthcoming launch of the Veveverse, the company's metaverse product that is on the horizon. More people get added to that each month. We will be able to go and have most people, if not everyone, in it by the end of the year, which will be absolutely insane. Now, just because we go and we have everyone in it doesn't mean that everything will be there all at once. We do just start with a home space. I'm not even sure every one of the collectibles will be able to be shown in the amazing work that it is. Again, hearing through the grapevine that everything just looks significantly better than it's on the app. And this is engine agnostic, Unreal Engine 5, Unity Engine. I cannot wait to see what we have here. Speaking of metaverses, Nintendo is reportedly working with Google on a VR headset. Gotta love Nintendo. Rumors suggest Nintendo is partnering with Google to develop a standalone VR headset, which could usher in a new era of immersive gaming. Virtual reality is a pivotal juncture, and the winds of change are hinting at the emergence of big player Nintendo. Rumors swirling around suggest Nintendo, the gaming giant, might be preparing to step into the VR gaming ring. The source, none other than Nash Weedle, a leaker with proven track record, having previously foretold the release of Metroid Dread on the Nintendo Switch a year before it hit market. And according to the source, they aren't just planning to work with a standalone VR set, it's already begun its testing prototype. So again, you could have millions of more people really into AR, you could have a little bit of competition for Apple, and again, it doesn't take a 4-hour video to explain why digital collectibles are cool. It's just, hey, what is this? Oh, look at that. That's pretty amazing. It just takes 2 seconds when they go and they see a partner statue, when they go and they see Superman, when they go and they see all these amazing IP that we have on their headset. So Veve has announced new Star Wars vehicles and ships this weekend, and I'll go over them in a second, but this brings me to an article by CNN that was published a couple days ago saying, a long-lost Star Wars X-Wing model up for auction with a starting price of $400,000. And if you take a look at those red tips on the end, that signifies it is red leader. So this is super rare, super scarce. It was long thought to be lost. So this is one piece of memorabilia for $400,000. This is how important X-Wings are. Again, this is not just any X-Wing, this is Red Leader, and that's what it starts at. It will likely go several hundred thousand higher than that. And I don't know how much he spent on this, but Rudy Namecoast had gone on and said, in the spirit of Star Wars, we got Luke a new ride. He has the number 1977 Luke, which is amazing, but now he also has the number 1983 X-Wing. Absolutely love those special mints. So Veve had teased, can we interest you in a second Star Wars drop this weekend? I think the reason they did that was because they had already minted it on Immutable X, and people kind of saw what it was. But it is the ATST. This is not the AT-AT. The AT-AT is what Luke, he had defeated those AT-ATs over on Hoth. They're in most major Star Wars pictures, and you go and you take a look at that. Is the ATST same as Vader's ship? There are 3,500 of them, 60 gems each. I do expect the ATST to do a little bit better than Vader's ship, just because, okay, well, this is happening. We're gonna have a AT-AT next, or we might have battle droids. I really want one of those that says Roger, Roger. Oh my god, I hope we have like 100,000 of those battle droids for like, I don't know, $5 each, $4 each, whatever. I'll buy so freaking many of those just to be able to go, Roger, Roger. That would be amazing to have. So remember yesterday when I had posted, Veve Digital Collectibles had posted Sunday Fun Day in Andy's room, literally talking, kind of teasing a partnership with the NFL, ESPN, I don't know what this could be. I don't know why. And most likely this is unrelated. But you do have Puddin' Cheeks going out and say, something I wish existed is a modern-day Tecmo Bowl with updated graphics and sound. But same side, scroller gameplay and handful of basic plays, maybe throw in some jazzy cutscenes, and it would still be better than any other NFL game on the market. Again, I'm pretty sure that is unrelated, but even if it's not, even if it is unrelated, making something like that in the Veveverse shouldn't be that hard. So it doesn't matter if we get NFL, we don't get NFL, whatever it is. If we can go and say, hey, guess what? We can make something like this, your dreams become a reality in the Veveverse. I'll be super excited about that. That'll keep people in here for hours at a time. And we can go on and we could have tournaments on that. We'd have gambling on that. We could have wagers. It'd be a lot of fun. And we have now about 1 month up until New York ComicCon, because that does start on October 12th. And today is the 13th, so it's about 1 month from today. And what I'm really looking forward to, and I don't think they've officially announced it yet, but the Marvel Veve booth. They've had that for the past couple years. That type of marketing, you just can't beat. Like, you just can't beat that. And we did have a lot of success with onboarding a bunch of new users over in San Diego. So I really can't wait to see what we get. Whether it is exclusive drops, whether it's exclusive, I don't know. I'm just very curious. Now, usually once per year, we'll have a Marvel Mighty drop. We did have a Adam Warlock drop in San Diego Comic-Con, so I'm not really expecting another one, but we only had 3 so far this year. We had the Ant-Man drop, we had the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then we had the Adam Warlock one. So we are supposed to get at least one more. We will get one for the Marvels that's coming out in November. But we might have another one. I was hoping we would get something like a Nick Fury over for the Secret Invasion. You could have had Colby Smolder's character, which is Agent Maria Hill. I don't know who's head of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now. Comment down below if you know who that is. Maybe we can get a Marvel Mighty for that. So I wouldn't really expect one at New York Comic Con. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. I am saving my gems for that, so I'll keep you posted. Veve has gone on and teased the heck out of a lot of stuff from Ahsoka Tano, saying, if you know, you know. Well done, Dave Filoni. I don't think this was maybe for like another IP drop from Star Wars. I think this was just from, and maybe I should not have even said that for spoilers of Ahsoka Tano, but it's just a reference to what Ahsoka Tano was referencing a lot with the Clone Wars, with Rebels and all that. So the fact that Veve's going on and posting about that, I really, really like that. I don't know. That might be old rhubarb. That might have. I think he's got the what do you call it? He's got access to that account, and he's obviously a big fan, so that would make sense. I really hope we get something else from Ahsoka. An Ahsoka collectible would be cool. I really would like an Anakin collectible. I mean, I know we have Vader. It's great. But, Vader already has a lightsaber, and we have the Skywalker lightsaber. I think it'd be really cool if we get Anakin and we could give him the Skywalker lightsaber. But again, just my opinion. Something else that's going on in the macro is Rowan Chung over on the Twitter says Roblox is about to onboard over 200 million people to AI. They just revealed a new AI chatbot called Roblox Assistant, which allows creators to build virtual worlds just by typing in the prompts. And what's even more fascinating is that 43% of Roblox users are under the age of 13. The next gen of builders will be learning how to talk with AI revolution at a very young age. We're headed into a new era. This is basically just like if anyone grew up in the 90s, we were learning how to type on AOL Instant Messenger. We were learning how to type. These kids that are super young now, they might stink at it at first, but they'll eventually be really good at how to prompt AI to do what they want. Like that's a language. Like you do it with ChatGPT. Somebody asks, I asked ChatGPT, that didn't give me the answer. Well, how did you prompt it? How did you ask it? You have to know the language. You have to know how it speaks and how to get what you want out of it. That is a skill. That is a marketable skill. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because David had gone on and said, hey, wouldn't it be great if we were able to incorporate ChatGPT into the Veveverse, into some of these collectibles? He said that on a Binance interview a few months back, and I think that's something that's very, very overlooked. If we can go and incorporate that the same way that Roblox is doing it. Roblox is doing it for world building, which is great, and we can do that too. That'll just be a shared thing with every metaverse. But being able to go and do that and incorporate it with the characters that we have, no one else can do that. Just another reason why Veve will never be caught. We do have news from Noldor Alive over on Twitter. He's a person that does the top 500 wallets every week. We love this person. Great data. Saying 2 big achievements in a few days. Own a Lamborghini from Veve Official and the first public mint. So he's got the number 41 on one of those. And owning 10 million OMI. My man finally got 10 million OMI. I really hope he needs to put it on the app. He even posted like 15 hours before that, need more tweets like this, need to reach 10 million OMI. And then he did. So congrats to him on that. Shout out. I got some really, really weird, and I know I've said this before. So apologies if I sound like a broken record. But the other day, I have to go over this as well. Yesterday, a friend of mine had happened to go and say, hey, listen, I got a whole bunch of silver, physical silver. And he's like, can you get me some of it? Can you sell it? Can you go and get me some of it? Yes, absolutely. We finished it this morning. Got 2.4 million for the silver and then another million. So he got a good amount of OMI over the last couple of days. So I said, about to convert some silver into OMI for my boy. And the amount of people that are just like, this is a dumb move, saying like, silver is forever. Silver is the Lord's, currency. I'll just read some of this, saying like, there's some positive ones on here as well. Saying big bag to get stuck with, boys. Guys, $2,400 is not a big bag. I get to some, it probably is, but when someone has hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, $2,200 is not a lot at all. Then you have somebody says, you have some people that do agree, saying, sold my silver 4 years ago. There are better stores of value for sure. Obviously, OMI, I don't think as a store of value. I think something that's a very, very big appreciating asset that'll do really big. Not financial advice. But we have somebody that says, converting physical silver into OMI in this economy, you're not doing your friend any favors. And just so I go and make sure I drive this point home, because I think I've done it on live streams. I don't believe I've done it over on video. So this is really good to get on. This is my Facebook account from 10 years ago. August 15th, 2013. Sharing my friend Ed's status. Boom. Silver, 2304. Now, at the time, you see a little bit of a spike there. Like, okay, cool. Cool beans, 23, it's nice. What would silver be today? Does it keep up with the rate of inflation? Inflation's what, like 7% a year, 9% a year? We're actually down. The bid is 2282, the ask is 2292. So in 10 years, Silver has done nothing. This is bullion silver. I'm not counting numismatic. Numismatic stuff is great. Gold has gone up about 4% a year on average the last 10 years. The same thing I told my friend, like, why stick with an asset that's literally done nothing, that this doesn't give you anything. So that's what a lot of people that I feel like on Twitter, at least, they're not getting, because of the kind of the backlash that I get from this. Like, again, maybe because they don't understand the tokenomics of OMI. Maybe they haven't gone super deep into the type of utility that'll get, not just on Veve, but in the Veveverse. Like, it will be listed not just as a utility token, but a metaverse token. Anyway, I thought that was pretty wild that people seem to be fairly uneducated on what Silver's done the last decade and what OMI can do. Anyway, speaking of which, on Facebook, there is a fake Akomi page that is going around trying to scam people that says, announcement, OMI token 2023 now officially launched. Thank you for staying with us. Congrats on being one of the holders chosen for the OMI token holder reward program. Again, this is absolutely fake. This is a big scam. If you go and try to convert your tokens, send your tokens, they're just going to steal your OMI. Just please be vigilant. Veve's never going to go and do that. And if they do, you'll hear it here first. They'll say, hey, we're going to, not that they would do this, but they'll say, hey, we're going to change our OMI token to like the Veve token. We'll just swap your OMI tokens, whatever it is. If they did do that, which I seriously doubt they would, there'll be major announcements for like months. You'll hear me talk about it every single day if that type of thing were to happen. This is not one of those things. This is 100% a scam. Anywho, moving on here. And the other macro, which is pretty good for crypto at large, just in, the entity that spent $510,000 on a single Bitcoin transaction was PayPal. So what is it, like 25,000? Let's say 26,000. Let's go crazy. So 510,000 divided by 26,000, and you're looking at about 19.61 Bitcoin that was bought at once. So shout out to PayPal for that. Some more Veve news. We have Captain Veve.eth saying, take a look at the last edition of the green pencil. And he's going on about how I think it's 3687 is the last edition for the green pencil right now. I think that's just how many pencils were already minted. There's obviously going to be more. The next one, I think, the next snapshot for the pencil for Tinkerbell is October 4th or the 5th. And once that is taken, you'll receive it on October 9th. And the reason I bring this up is because you have WC3NTE going on saying, don't spoil the fun yet, road to 100. He has 67 of those secret rare pencils. I don't know why. I don't know what the purpose is of that, but he's got to have a plan of some sort. So shout out to him for that. I had a buddy of mine before ask, hey, Chavez, 4 partner statues or 10 million OMI? And at first I was like, long-term or short-term? And then secondly, I was like, it doesn't matter, get OMI. Now, obviously, partner statue is one of the premier, like premium best pieces that we have on the Veve app in general. It's in the top 5. It's in everybody's top 5, whether it's partner statue, gold and silver Veve logo, secret rare Spider-Man, Todd, Riso, secret rare Miles Morales Spider-Man. It doesn't matter what's in your top 5. Partner statue is going to be in there. And if it's not, probably wrong. But let's say the OMI token, let's say it keeps even with the OMI token. And I think the OMI token does 100x from here, a little bit more than that, but let's say 100x, be conservative, get to about 8.4 cents. And the partner statue, let's say that does 100x, and it goes from $2,100 to $210,000. Okay, 100x. I think the partner statue could do that. I think it actually could be worth $250,000. It could go very, very crazy, especially when you have like 15% of it locked up. You have Dr. Profit that has almost like 10% of it. He's got 400 of those. And then you have, I think, like 700 that are in suspected bot accounts that are locked up for right now. So you have a lot of that's locked up. This is a double first appearance. It's not the first double first appearance. The first double first appearance and first battle statue does go to Homer and Bart Simpson. But this is the double first appearance at Walt and Mickey. This is incredible. And obviously we have a ton of Mickeys on top of that. But you can't really beat this as far as Disney goes. But let's say it does keep up with OMI and it does 100x. And okay, well, you have 210,000. Actually, let's say it outperforms. Let's say it goes to 250. Let's do 250 times 0.915 because you have an 8.5% fee for selling. Okay, now it's down to 228,000. Okay, and if you have to cash out, times it by 0.9, now you're down to 205. So even if this outperforms OMI and a partner statue goes up to $250,000, after all said and done, it's actually $205,000 after the fees, whereas OMI is just a quick, and that's it. Obviously, you have to pay taxes on both, depending on where you live. But yeah, that's kind of my thing there. To each their own. It's fees are definitely a thing, and they might not be so much. They might be a couple dozens of dollars, maybe $100 or a couple $100 at a couple thousand. But when it gets to that 5-6 figure level, the fees do start to hurt. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashie. Bye-bye, Dashie. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.